New York's Attorney General is calling on Washington to grant special immigration rights to Jamaicans affected by Hurricane Melissa. If the request is approved, affected Jamaicans would be designated temporary protected status in the USA. Prince Moore reports.
Attorney General Letitia James has written to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security urging the Trump administration to immediately designate temporary protected status TPS for Jamaicans following the storm's devastating impact on the island on October 28. Authorities estimate that thousands of households have been displaced, with many communities losing homes, schools, businesses, electricity, clean water, and access to medical care. TPS would allow eligible Jamaicans already in the United States who cannot safely return home to live and work there legally for a limited period. Attorney General James says forcing Jamaicans in the U.S. to return to what she describes as a devastated island would be dangerous and cruel, and that situations like this are exactly what TPS was designed to address. She also notes that the U.S. has granted similar protections in the past to nationals of Haiti, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Nepal after major natural disasters. Her call has strong backing from several New York elected officials. Congresswoman Yvette D. Clarke says Jamaica is facing devastation and displacement at levels never before seen in its history, and argues that the U.S. has a moral and diplomatic obligation not to expel Jamaican nationals into unsafe conditions. She recently led 43 members of Congress in writing to Homeland Security with the same request. Queensborough President Donovan Richards, the son of a Jamaican immigrant, says the images from Jamaica break his heart and insists the U.S. must do all it can to support what he calls its Caribbean brothers and sisters as they begin the long road to rebuilding. Several New York state legislators with Jamaican roots or large Jamaican constituencies have also thrown their support behind TPS. Several Assembly members, along with New York City Council Majority Whip Selvina Brooks Powers, says many Jamaicans in the U.S. simply cannot return home safely and should be allowed to remain legally while their families and communities recover. The decision rests with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and the White House.